Holy smokes, did I just film a really bad episode of this? All right, we're going to go over the top 10 most pulled comics and then just some other comics that I think you should know about or that I think you should be reading. I'm really surprised by this week's top 10. There's some that are not in that top 10 that y'all crazy not to be reading. All right, so hopefully I have a little more energy than I did in the prior issue. Jesus, I live like my brain's a comic book. Than I did in the last episode I just tried to film. Don't know why I'm saying episode either. Just got off work, my brain's fried, and the Seahawks won yesterday, so I had a fun day of tormenting all the Steelers fans at work. What a pleasure that must have been for them on a Monday. All right, so the top pulled book this week, which is blowing my mind, Absolute Flash, issue 7. So I'm not saying this is a bad book. It just seems very slow. I think this is the worst of the Absolute books, but that doesn't mean anything because the Absolute books are incredible. Oh my gosh, I also just ate a lot of cereal and it seems to be stuck in my throat. No one cut that. No one turned that into something. But yeah, Absolute Flash, issue 7. I think there's 10 in this complete run, so I'm hoping we start seeing things pick up. But the art's great. It's written well. It's just make something happen. Then we got Nightwing, issue 130. Nightwing, from what I've read of Nightwing, it's incredible. I jumped on 2 or 3 issues ago, and so glad I did. I should have jumped on a while ago. But guys, if you're ever been a Nightwing fan, this is really well-written Nightwing. Highly recommend it. Then you got the Ultimates, issue 16. I dropped the Ultimates probably like 6 issues ago. It's good. I understand why it's this high. It's really cool. I just decided I'm going to wait for the trade paper and read it all at once. Then you got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, issue 43. This has been a solid book. They are in Bizarro World. Do it good or book be bad? Okay, this is why I'm not a writer or a comedian. But yeah, I think this is supposed to kind of lead into the KO event, which, my God, I'm super excited about. Then we got Marvel, DC, Deadpool, Batman, issue 1. How this isn't number 1 on the top 10 is blowing my mind. This is going to be crazy. There's 33 different covers for this, so I'm going to spend a solid hour just trying to pick what 16 I'll buy. Because, oh yeah, I will be buying a lot of covers because there's some super cool ones. I'll try to show you as many as I can here. But I'm trying to do a faster video because the last one I shot before this one, holy crap, it sucked. All right, and then we got Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, shit, let's actually talk about this. So I think there's 4 or 5 different stories. It's a $6.99 book. It has 64 pages. You got Frank Miller, Al Ewing, Chip Zdarsky, Kelly Thompson, Kevin Smith, Ryan North, and Zeb Wells. What a lineup. There's multiple stories, though, also. There's a Daredevil Green Arrow. There's a Captain America Wonder Woman. A Jeff the Landshark Crypto, which, why? Like, Jeff the Shark should not be as popular as he is right now, okay? Okay, I understand Rivals is awesome. You guys don't even want to see me play Rivals. You really don't want me on your team. But yeah, so that should be a pretty fun book. The covers are just badass. I wish if I was rich, I would buy every cover. I'm not rich, and I'll probably get irresponsible and buy way too many covers as it is. Then, next up, The Amazing Spider-Man issue 12. Yeah, no dog, no way. No, this is bad. Fake news. That's a dog shit impression. Yeah, I have not. I read Amazing Spider-Man. I thought like the first 4 were cool, the Hobgoblin run, and then it just got bad. I dropped it at 7, but I heard 7 was really awesome, so then I picked up 8, and 8 was dog shit. Yeah, I'm not picking this up until I get solid confirmation from a source that this is good again. Then we got Uncanny X-Men, issue 21. I read a few of the Uncanny X-Men, like 1 through 4. I thought it was really good, but I needed to make cuts. And since X-Men had a massive event coming out, I think, at the time, and then the Doom event. I just decided to drop almost all Marvel, and because I buy so many indie books, it's ridiculous. There'll be a ton of indie books that I don't even have on my pull list on Wednesday that I'm going to end up buying because the comic man Dan will have it in my pull box. Say, hey, this is weird. You're weird. Buy it. I'll say, hey, holy shit. Let's slow down. At least try to make some sense. All right. Next up is Ultimate Black Panther, issue 20. Is anyone reading this? I have not heard anything about this book, which makes me wonder if it's at all good or if it's just a hidden gem. If anyone's reading this, let me know. Do I need to pick this up on trade paper? And then we got Battle Beast, issue 5. I bought issue 1 just because it's a blind bag and I'm a sucker and like to waste my money. But yeah, I never really read any of the Invincible comics. I absolutely loved the Amazon Prime cartoon. That's amazing. But yeah, Battle Beast, I just didn't see the point in carrying on with it. I don't need to get tied up in another universe. The way my collector brain works, then I have to buy all those issues, and I'm a sick man. Then we got Fantastic Four, issue 3. Have not been reading Fantastic Four. I've never really been a massive Fantastic Four or even a big Fantastic Four fan. I like them more as being parts of something, but not their own books. Like Human Torch and Thing and all them when they show up in books, but as their own books, I've just never been into it, which is weird because I love all the science stuff, the dimension hopping and time traveling and space. All right, so that is your top 10. And then just here's a couple other ones. Batman and Robin, year 1, issue 11. This is a really fun, awesome book. It's Dick Grayson as Robin when he first started as Robin. He's dealing with school and social service lady trying to make sure he's being taken care of by Bruce. Then you got New Gods, issue 10. This book is amazing. It should be in the top 10. Even if you're not a New Gods fan, which I was not, check this run out. Get it on trade because it is so good. It's actually got me so hyped on New Gods, I will be going back and buying omnibus and trade papers of their old stuff because I am totally hyped on New Gods after this. This one should be in the top 3. Exquisite Corpses, issue 5. If you're not reading this, you are totally missing out. It's by my favorite author, James Tynion. It's kind of a version of The Purge. There's like 7 super wealthy families. They kind of cut off this whole small city, and they each have a serial killer, a psychopath, or a trained soldier representing them, and they have side bets going on whose killer will get more kills, whose killer will be the last man standing, and whoever wins kind of gets all this extra power for the next so many years. Super good. It plays out just like an amazing movie. Highly recommend that, guys. Justice League Red, issue 2. If this one is not better than issue 1, you will be cut. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're cut. Then we got Batman Second Night, issue 1. This is Batman set in 1940. Looks really cool. I'm hoping it's really cool. I believe it's just 2 issues. It is a $6.99 book, so be aware. Then you got the last issue of The Seasons. Issue 8 comes out. That has been a really fun, really unique and cool art. Really cool storytelling, too. It's kind of like a horror evolving around a dark carnival. Don't get too excited, juggalos. Woo, woo. It's not your dark carnival. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I have a dark history where I was a little bit of a juggalo. We got Star Wars Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red, issue 1. All these Black, White, and Red Star Wars books have been really, really cool. The Darth Maul and the Darth Vader, all really, really cool. So I got high hopes for this. I'm hoping it's just as cool. You will get my money. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, issue 1. They just had 2 weeks ago a Shredder book come out that was amazing. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is one of my top 3 books. That has just been an incredible run. Highly recommend it, guys. Check it out. Then you got like Creep Show, issue 1. This is the 4th volume of it. I'm a massive horror fan. I love horror books and horror comics, horror movies, horror shows. So naturally, I got to check out Creep Show. I've never read a Creep Show comic, which is crazy. I don't know why. but I'm definitely going to be checking this out. Then you got No Man's Land, issue 1. This looks like a cool murder mystery thriller book set back in like the 60s when the Cold War was really kicking up. You got a FBI agent and a KGB agent trying to solve this murder mystery before it erupts on a massive war between the US and Russia. Then we got They Choose Violence, issue 4. Incredible book. I highly recommend it. It's so over-the-top violent and just graphic. I can't really even show any pages of this book. I would love to, though. It's a fun book. You just put your political hat to the side and just read it for a cool story. It's a lot like those Foxy Brown movies back in the 70s and early 80s that were so much fun. Then you got Voyeur, issue 1. That looks like a cool indie book. I'm going to definitely check that out. You got Never Wars, issue 4, which has been a really fun. It's Peter Pan, Georgie from Alice in Wonderland, and Peter Pan, Georgie, Dorothy, and Scarecrow. So Never Ever Land. What the fuck where's my brain? Okay, all those fantasy worlds that those guys are from have like some kind of crazy dark war going on, and just really things are messed up. Peter Pan gets his hand chopped off in like the last issue. Wild stuff. But let's see what else is going on. Oh, I've been working on my wall. There's no rhyme or reason to how I'm putting comics up there. I didn't want to spend that much time. Just that little section there, which doesn't look great, but it took me a while. Let's see. It's Batman Day on Saturday, so your comic shop should have some free books and some like special comics that are going to be, I think, like $2. Some of them might be $3, but it looks cool. My comic shop, the owner let me pick out all the variants and stuff that I wanted from that and put it in my pull box. So there's some cool stuff coming. And let's see. We had 3 people unsubscribe to the channel. Guys, let's find them. Let's find them and let's dox them. Ugh, Cobra. Also, someone's going to have to explain what doxing means. I'm not really 100%, but if it means like toilet paper their house, I'm in. Yeah, so hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you are already subscribed, and hopefully more of you subscribe. I'm having a ton of fun doing these videos. I love talking comics. I'm loving talking comics with y'all in the comments section. I'm also on TikTok. I post this stuff over there, so maybe you want to jump on there and just pump up my numbers. But I think that's all we got going on. I think New York Comic Con is coming out soon, so I'm excited for that. I'm hoping we get some like Batman news about the Batman Part 2 movie, or some stuff about maybe Green Lantern TV show coming out on HBO that I'm super psyched about. Yeah, hit us with some stuff, James Gunn. I want to see some shit. But all right, I hope you all have a good day. You have fun on New Comic Book Day. I might post something then, but most likely I won't post again until Friday, because that's when I'm going to run down and grab my comics. But all right, y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Enjoy your comics, and we'll talk later.